What's up, warriors? This is Bianca. Welcome to BiancaTown. It's a beautiful Monday. Woohoo! And I have to share something with you guys because this is crazy. And it was my inspiration for today's stone. So yesterday I was out in Cape Elizabeth at this farm where you can pick your own flowers and you just like put money in a box and it's really cool. But I was like wicked hot, so I was just like sitting in the shade, just like hanging out with the flowers. And I was looking up in the sky, and which I want to do. And I was watching all the clouds do their thing, and I saw this black, I don't know, I mean, I assumed it was a plane. It didn't really look like a plane. And it was really far away, but it was big. It was kind of big enough. I don't know, like the size ratio of like where it was and like how it should have looked if it was a plane. When it wasn't a plane, it wasn't moving like a plane. And it kind of just like, it occurred to me after it disappeared that it kind of just appeared as well. Like I assumed that it flew out from behind a cloud. And so I was looking at it, and it was sort of triangular shaped, and it was black, and it wasn't leaving any trail. And so I was looking at it, and as I was looking at it, I felt like I blinked and it was gone, just gone. I don't know what happened to it. And then I realized UFO. I saw one right in Cape Elizabeth. It's not the first time though. I see UFOs pretty regularly and nobody believes me, but whatever. I know they're real. Mainly because I've been talking to the Pleiades, talking to Sirians, talking to Arcturians for the last, 4 or 5 years. And before that I was working with them and just didn't know it. So it doesn't faze me, but I wanted to share it with you because it was the reason why I am choosing today's stone to be tektite, which is something that is a little bit more unusual to be working with, but alien life is out there, or extraterrestrial if you want to be politically correct. You don't want to piss off any aliens, right? So okay, we'll call them ETs. And so there's ET life out there, guys. You can believe it or not, you can work with the energies or not, but they're out there and they are friendlies. Some of them aren't. Some of them are already infiltrated on the planet. Some of them are manifest in a physical body. I know I am. I'm Pleiadian and Sirian. I know this. I have been contacted by the Pleiades and by the by Sirians. I have talked to my family back in the Pleiades. I have a history. I know some of my history with them, and so when I see things like that, it's kind of an inspiration because it reminds me that I'm not alone, that we're not alone, the members of the family of light, that we're all together working to create change on this planet and help rebirth the planet. And wherever you are at in that process, that's perfect. You can believe this or not. It's perfect. It's okay for you to not believe in it. I didn't believe in it for a really long time, and I'm a huge fucking skeptic. But I know what I've experienced. And if you've had experiences where you've worked with extraterrestrial energy, or you've seen a UFO, or you've worked with angels, or you've seen fairies, or whatever, then you have that firsthand experience, and you don't really need validation from anybody else. You don't need anybody else to tell you whether it's real or not, because you've seen that shit and you know it's real. So I have seen that shit. I know it's real. I know it's so real that I'm working with facets, fully adaptive crystalline energy therapy system of Reiki, which is a galactic form of Reiki. And the inspiration came from the Pleiades, the Sirians, and the Arcturians. Over the last 3 years, I've been channeling in the information. It is something that I'm going to be teaching starting hopefully this fall. I'm writing a manual right now. I think I've mentioned that in past videos. And I'm really excited about it, but it's a lot of work. And the facets modality itself is kind of it's a next level modality for a next level human being. Anyway, enough about plugging facets. Today's stone is tektite. Tektite is a type of glass. Sometimes it is actually from meteorites that have fallen onto the planet and from crash sites. The real stuff, it holds a wicked vibration that some people are really uncomfortable with. It's definitely not a stone for everybody. But if you are interested in contacting any extraterrestrials, tektite is a great way to do that. There are different kinds of tektite. The more traditional ones, or the more common ones that you'll find in museums or perhaps at a rock shop, will have sort of like a metal kind of color to them. The glass is typically black, and there is moldavite, which is green. And it invites and brings in massive shifts in energy. So if you're not someone who likes change, I do not suggest working with tektite. If you are somebody who is looking to create big change, to access stored information in your DNA that's related to any group that you're curious about, whether that's the 3 that I've mentioned, or the Hathors, or the Alpha Centauri, the list goes on, then use this stone. It is a way to connect into planetary energies as well, the energy of the unknown, and the spaciousness that all things are contained in. So tektite is a great stone for, or actually it's technically glass or metal, but it's a great stone for accessing unlimited potential, but in an alien way. I mean, this is going to bring in some unusual types of information. It's not always comfortable, the information that we get. We don't always understand it all, and it can activate aspects of your cellular structure that you may or may not be psyched you activated. Because anytime we start working with activation energy, what we're doing is we are inviting change into our bodies and into our lives. And if we don't know what we're doing, or we don't understand the ramifications of what we're accessing, we can get into some deep shit that may be a little bit uncomfortable. However, you can maneuver through it by using tektite, by using other stones. Ground in with bloodstone. Work with forgiveness with rose quartz. Strengthen your solar plexus and your will center with carnelian, all of which we've talked about. And we'll continue to talk about other stones that can assist in the process should you decide you want to work with something like tektite and open up some areas of the system that have been dormant for a little while. So anyway, look to the skies, because there is alien activity around. Many of the ships are cloaked, but some of us can actually feel them. I do have friends who tell me every time I see them, hey, there's a ship over there. Hey, there's a ship over there. Can you see it? Can you feel it? And I'm like, maybe, I don't know. I'm not really paying attention right now. I'm trying to have a conversation with you that doesn't include aliens, because, we live in multidimensional space, and I'm trying to, network with you or have a conversation that doesn't include going too far, too crazy. But that's not really true, because I like that shit. Okay, anyway, long video. Look to the skies. Watch for alien life. It's out there, especially at night. You think you're seeing satellites when those things are like moving across the sky, and they're moving, but then they disappear. That's not a fucking satellite every time, okay? Just so you know, there's aliens. They're everywhere. And they're incarnate on the planet, and you can feel them if you know what you're looking for. Would you like to know more? You can contact me. facets-wellness.com. You can check out my website, which I really need to update, so don't judge me for what's on there right now, because it's a little bit old. But check out my website. Hit the subscribe button. I will do these videos every couple of days. Tomorrow I'll be talking about a mudra that will complement today's stone, which is tektite. If you don't know what tektite is, go look it up. I'm not your mom. I will be following later in the week with a mantra or an affirmation. Maybe I will begin to share with you some of the mantra that I have been channeling in from the facets work that I'm doing. I'm hesitant because this thing is my baby, but one of these days I got to put it out there. So bear with me. I may share that with you. I may share one of those mantras with you. I hope you have a great week. I hope you get to enjoy some of this beautiful day. And hit subscribe, hit like. BiancaTown, you lived it. I love you. Bye-bye.